Steve, we were a couple of days on from almost getting a result, becoming the first team to get some reward at Plymouth Argyle, the League One leaders this season. Your thoughts a couple of days on, Steve?
Probably what you've just said, Stu, really, with how we'd done in the game. That's just what happens sometimes, when you cop a couple of mistakes. And, it was a really, really encouraging performance. I thought we were really good down there. I thought we were really good, but you got to be really good in the next game and then really good in the game after that to go and get results. We were just, had we played like that on Saturday, we would have won the game against Charlton. My disappointment at the moment would only have been the Charlton performance, really. Certainly for the first 60 minutes against them anyway. But you can have those ups and downs over the period of a season. But the memory at the moment is obviously of a really, really good team performance the other night, and certainly we didn't deserve to get beat. But that's what happens. Somewhere along the line, we may get 3 points that we haven't deserved to get. And we know what the season's like. It's long, and it's hard, and that's what we've got to just be mentally tough with.
And how are the preparations going for Saturday, Portsmouth, given that you've had so much travelling already this week?
Well, they're very light. Obviously, we'll finish that tomorrow. Preparations for Portsmouth, but obviously light. That's where we are with it, because you can't, until you've been in the situation probably we're in this week, you've got to be actually in it to appreciate it. What's got to be done. So I would imagine that there'll be more work done in a meeting room than actually out on the training pitch for the game.
The team played in front of a really big crowd at Plymouth on Tuesday. It'll be the same again, I'm sure, at Fratton Park this weekend. So another exciting fixture to look forward to.
Well, that's nothing new now, really, when you look at the teams that are in the league. There's some huge clubs in League One now, probably that don't really think that they're League One clubs. Portsmouth will be one of them. Portsmouth are not a League One club. At minimum, they're a Championship club, and obviously had some good years in the Premier League as well. So, it is an incredibly tough league with a lot of big clubs in it. But that's good. It's good to be part of that.
What are your memories of your time in charge at Portsmouth?
Administration. That's probably what I had there. I had some really awkward moments to deal with, but it's a great club. Some great people who work there. I'll be looking forward to seeing them again at the weekend. Some lovely people, and their fan base is fantastic. John Westwood, the guy you always see with a bell and all of that, and he's a great guy. I met him a few times, and we had great support wherever we went, and through some real troubled times there. But yeah, fantastic club, and I'll be looking forward to going back.
Yeah, it's always a really atmospheric ground to go to, isn't it, Fratton Park?
Well, it's atmospheric wherever they play, because they take such a huge away following as well. So, as I've said before, great club. Have some really good memories, but it was obviously tough when I was there with the different ownerships, getting hold of those people, trying to sell ideas to those people was incredibly difficult.
Having a good season again, what sort of challenge are they going to represent this weekend?
Well, difficult challenge, just like Plymouth did. So any side that's up there, I think that they've had a great start to the season, Portsmouth, and we know it'll be a difficult game. But if we can perform to the same levels we performed at the other night, then it's going to be, a good game to be at.
And in terms of your team at Plymouth, Matt Pennington came in, Rob Street came in for, I think it was his second start in the league since coming in from Crystal Palace. Happy with how he did? He almost scored in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was a little bit unlucky with the header. I thought he showed great energy alongside Christian Sadie, who was a little bit under the weather last week, which is why, he probably come off so early in the game. He had a chest infection last week. I think there's a fair bit of it going around, and he had a chest infection and couldn't get couldn't get around the pitch as much as we would have liked to have done. But, you know, hopefully that'll benefit him on Saturday, if you know what I mean. We've got to wait and see where we are with him, but I think he'll be better Saturday, fitness-wise, than he was going into the game the other night. We seem to have a little bit of a bug around the camp at the moment. So, yeah, hopefully he'll be fine.